I'm Suzina and this is my weights workout. So it's always important we warm up before we start lifting weights. So for the purpose of this, I'm just going to do a little jog on the spot whilst I'm talking to you. But I want you to make sure that each time you do this, you've done a thorough warm up. So you may have a little jog around your house, your garden. You may do various jumping around exercises. But the purpose of this video today is to demonstrate the weights exercises. So you want a weight that you can do between about 10 and 15 repetitions. Once you get to 15 repetitions, you want to be making it a bit heavier, and then you may have to do less repetitions, but that's fine. That's going to start progressing you on, and you keep following that. So this is for toning. It's not for bodybuilding. It is for toning and getting a bit stronger. Okay, so if you haven't got dumbbells, you may just use some filled water bottles, some tin cans, something like that to begin with. Then as that gets too light, you may want to invest in some proper weights. You may want to find something around the house that's a little bit heavier to use. So I've got some proper dumbbells, but like I say, you find something around the house that you can use if you haven't got those. So our first exercise is going to be an upright row. It's for our trapezius here. It's the muscles in the upper back, so important in our posture. Okay, so grab your weights. At any point you need to, stop and have a drink of water. So our upright row, knees soft, hands over the legs. We're going to pull the elbows up high, keeping the weights close together. Bring it slowly down. And you can do exactly the same thing using a bar. Elbows up, slowly down. Elbows up, slowly down. Then we're going to do 10 repetitions. So let's do 5 more. Check your posture. 4 more. Keep the knees soft. 3, 2, 1. Okay, next we're going to do a bent over row for our back. So engage your core. If you pulled your tummy in as tightly as you can, that's 100% effort. About 30% of that is enough to help protect our back without exhausting us. So we're not just slouching forwards, we're softening the knees, leaning forward from the hips. Arms are hanging down. Palms are inwards or backwards. If you're using a bar, it would be backwards. So we're going to pull the elbows up and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take it forward, let it down. Pull it up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, take it down. So keep using your core muscles. This is called a bent over row. This is 5. We've got 5 more. Now the general rule of thumb, with the breathing, it's always breathe out on the effort. So on this, we would breathe out as it comes up, breathe in as it goes down. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now engage your core to come up. You can always walk your hands up your legs as you do it. Now we're going to work the shoulders. We're going to get the front and the side of the shoulder working at the same time. So standing with soft knees, you're going to have one hand over your thigh, one at the side, slightly bent elbow, what we call a soft joint, a soft elbow. We lift it up just to shoulder height. So this is where we get our coordination going now. Bring it slowly down, swap it round to the other side and slowly down. So the one coming forward gets the front of the shoulder, the one to the side gets the side of the shoulder. Now just check your wrist. Make sure you're not bending the wrist. The wrist should be nice and firm, should be solid. And if it starts getting too heavy, bend the elbows a bit more. So we still lift from the shoulder, but with the elbow bent, it's a shorter lever. So the shorter the lever, the easier it will be to lift it. If it gets too much with the weight, you may put it down, just do a few repetitions without the weight, just to finish off. And it's really important you've got the technique, so don't start throwing it. If you're getting tired and it's making you throw it, then it's time to stop. And next time you may be that little bit stronger that you can do an extra one before you need to stop. Okay, we're going to do one more on each side. So up, really slowly down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Other side, lift it up. And really slowly down. Brilliant. So you've done the front and the side of the shoulder, or the deltoid. Now we're going to get the back of the shoulder. So we're going into that bent over position again. So knees soft, engage your core, bend with a nice flat back. And we're going to lift the weights out wide, like you did on the last exercise, just to shoulder height and down. Now check your neck is in alignment. You're not dropping or lifting the head. Tummy pulled in to protect the back. Feel it into the back of the shoulders. Remember the breathing, it's always breathe out on the effort. Okay, we're going to do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Let it down slowly. That last one just finishes the muscles off. Engage the core. Bring yourself slowly up. If you come up too quickly, it can give you a bit of a light head. So come up slowly. Our next exercise is called 21. So it's 2 half movements and then a whole movement. So our first half, it's 7 repetitions of each, hence the 21, 7, 7, 7. Arms are by our side, elbows are tucked in, we don't let the elbows come away. We lift just to 90 degrees and all the way down. So we're going to do 7 like that. Then we're going to do 7 from halfway to the top and back to halfway. Then we're going to do 7 whole movements. But all the time, like I say, imagine you've got 50 pounds wedged under your arms. You don't want to lose that, so wedge it in there. So let's do the first 7 halves. So just to 90 degrees and all the way down. This is 4, so make sure you're getting that breathing. 5, 2 to go on this half. Now hold it at 90 degrees. We're going to go up and down to halfway for 7. 6, keep the knees soft. 5, really squeeze your biceps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring it all the way down. 7 whole ones. Slow on the last one. 1, all the way down. 2, all the way up. Remember to breathe out on the effort of lifting. Breathe in as you go down. This is number 4. Keep it going. They should be getting quite warm now, your biceps. 5. If they're not warm, your weight's a bit too light for you. 1 more. Brilliant. Now we've got that bent over position again. So tummy pulled in, bending back, elbows up in line with our side. Think of that 50-pound note under your arm again. And we're going to straighten the arms and bend to 90 degrees. So we don't want to jar our elbow, but we do want to lock it out. We want to get it pretty straight, but don't let the arm move from the shoulder, only from the elbow. So it's our bingo wings. Okay, we're going to do 5 more. Keep it controlled. 5, get that breathing. 4, keep your neck in alignment. 3, 2, 1, hold it there for a few seconds, take some deep breaths. Bring the elbows slightly down, hands on the legs, walking up. So if you're not bent over properly, you can see how when you come back up, you end up doing biceps again. So you do need that bent over position in order to get that. Okay, we're going to do some legs now. So we're going to do some wide squats. So a really wide stance. And I'm going to get you to do them with the knees and the toes facing out. Now whatever direction our knees face, our toes should always face as well. If the knees are in the toes out, you're going to hurt either your knees or your ankles. If you want to keep the weights, hold them up at your chest, but make sure they're not causing you to lean forwards. So as we squat down, our knees stay over our ankles and up tall. If you've got bad knees, you may not get as low as that. That's fine. Just go for what you can. Also, if you've got bad knees, you might not want to use the extra weight until your knees improve. So keep the weights close to the body. We're going to do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Walk the feet in. Then we're going to finish with a calf raise. If your balance isn't very good, hold on to a support rather than holding weights. So the arms are just hanging by your side. If you're doing it with a bar, you can hold a bar across your neck to do it instead, behind your neck. So you're going to rock up onto the toes, especially pressing down into the big toes to help you to balance, and then slowly lower the heels. So you're just lifting and lowering. Slow and controlled, otherwise you can give yourself cramp, and nobody likes cramp. So slow and controlled. Making my trainer squeak, I know that. We're going to do 4 more. So see if you can get a little bit higher as the muscles get warmer. Last 2. 1 more, up, slowly down. So that's working the back of the lower leg, the calf muscle. Okay, we're going to have a stretch out. I'm just going to have a brief stretch with you. You can hold your stretches for a minute each when you do them to really let the muscles relax. Again, for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to demonstrate some of the stretches that you could do. So you're going to put your right hand to your right shoulder and either give it a little push or take it from above if your shoulders are more flexible. So you feel the stretch in the triceps, those bingo wings. We did those bent over kickback ones. And now we're stretching that muscle out. Then ease out of it, take the other arm down, push it from the front or take it from above if you're flexible enough. So you should be taking some nice deep breaths now, just relaxing the breathing. As I said, we only did 10 repetitions today, but if you can manage that, go up to your 15 repetitions. If you're doing 15, think about getting a heavier weight. If it's too easy, you're not going to gain from it. And if you're putting the time into this workout, you may as well get something out of it. Okay, we're going to stretch across the upper back. So reach forward, interlock the fingers, pull the shoulder blades apart, feel the stretch across your back here. Make sure you're not holding your breath. When we hold a position, it's sometimes tempting to hold our breath. But just take some nice deep breaths. Then take the hands behind, lift it up and back, feel it across the chest and the front of the shoulders. So we're lifting the arms, but we're not leaning the body. Okay, then ease out of that. Take your right arm out in front. Reach across as though you're reaching for the seat belt in the car, but you can't reach it. So get the other hand, pull it across, feel that shoulder stretching. So it's stretching just across here. Then ease out of it. If you do it too quickly, like I say, you can pull a muscle, so ease the arm across, ease back out of it. And then ease out. Then take both arms out, palms forward, pulling it right back, so it's stretching through the biceps and shoulders. We did those 21s, so this is now stretching out biceps. You'll feel it across the chest, across the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath as it opens up the diaphragm. And then bring it down, give the arms a little shake out. Brilliant, well done. Hope you feel good for that. Let's say, try and up your weights, but not so much that you lose the technique, and always have a thoroughly good warm up and stretch at the end as well.